Dungeon Runners Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dungeon Runners Podcast. I am MrCreepyPasta. I'm joined here with Audionic Music, or Matt, which you do have an awesome new name now that we're going to refer to you by so they can find you on Twitter.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Audionic Music. Audionic UK.
It's Audionic UK on Twitter.
Is that... You're Audionic Music, aren't you?
On Twitch, I'm Audionic Music. Everything else, it's Audionic UK.
Okay, so it's the Audionic UK
Ugh.
on Twitter. And, of course, we're joined with Generaldrowned, who is going to be our resident...
Sleeper.
Our resident sleeper. It's good to have all of us back, because that means that we're back to the original three this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no stupid guests.
Yeah, no dirty fourth person who has to pay us for that $1.
Who's going to want to come on the show now that I called everyone who comes on here stupid?
Oh shit! Oh, shit. He's gonna hear that we talked about him, and he's gonna have to watch the podcast.
Wow. Nobody watches this podcast. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. Nobody is. It's you, it's me, it's Matt. We're the only ones who keep downloading and then making additional accounts to comment on it.
Yeah, a couple of refreshes. Click, 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 click.
Do you think that does that actually work on YouTube anymore?
No.
I think like once a day you can add a view to something.
Really?
I see. That's what I assumed. I didn't think you could just sit there and refresh it. Like I remember the Fred movie used to make fun of it, where he would be like, "Oh no, I got to see how many people are still watching," and he'd refresh it. And it's like, "Oh, another person just saw it, and another person saw it." It was a bad movie. But like,
Wait, you watched the movie?
I watched both of them.
There's two?
Yeah, the second one, the vampire moves into his neighborhood.
What?
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Okay, look, when friggin' who is it? Not Channing Tatum wasn't his dad. John Cena's his dad, right?
Oh yeah, John Cena. That's right.
Is his dad. When he shows up in that movie, it's friggin' brilliant. It's hilarious. The movie's
that
bad.
was before the John Cena meme?
Yeah, before, yeah. Because that's his
crap.
dad, because he believes that that's his dad, so every so often he'll see him.
You can't see me.
Whatever happened to Fred?
He just disappeared, dude.
He just disappeared.
He got rich and retired. That's what I'm gonna believe. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like whatever happened to Hillary Duff, you know? She got rich and she retired.
Who's Hillary Duff?
Wow. Actually, I
Hey,
think she owns a company now.
I was gonna say, isn't she coming back in something? Oh no, I think it's Amanda Bynes actually.
Amanda Bynes? Oh, yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, I think that's like the kid from the Nickelodeon show. What the fuck is it called?
All That. I know she was in All That before, and then she was in the Amanda Bynes show, where Drake and Josh spun off of.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dude,
Okay,
no, they came from All That too.
Drake and Josh?
Yeah, they were in All That, weren't they?
You're asking me to reach 20 years into the past.
Don't say how long ago it was. Don't make me feel older than I need to feel.
No, okay. So the thing is, those kids just developed new skills besides acting, so they didn't have to live their life in constant fear that they're going to run out of roles.
Well,
It's Drake
also,
and Josh, man. That's great.
dude, the Drake and Josh show was amazing. The
Yeah,
song was super good.
movies.
The movie was
one of the...
movie was all right.
Dude, no, the Christmas movie is still one of my all-time favorite Christmas films.
Which one's the one where they run over Oprah? Which is like Josh.
That was one of the episodes.
That was an episode.
Is
Yeah.
that the episodes?
That's
That was
an-
great.
I know there's discourse in the fandom right now, though. Apparently, both of them have disagreeing views, and they've been expressing it on Twitter against each other.
Yeah.
No, because I know Drake wasn't invited to Josh's wedding, and that crushed my childhood.
Yeah, apparently that's the thing. They were super close friends. Now they're not super close friends anymore. It's heartbreaking.
No.
Yeah, it's a really kind of like, it's a shitty thing, because it's like whenever it'd be like Zach and Cody no longer being friends despite being twins.
Who's Zack and Cody?
Are you serious? Come on, Cole and what's his name?
Cole
Sprouse and
the other
Dylan
one.
Sprouse. Dylan Sprouse.
The other one.
Yeah, the one that's successful and the one that's not. You know those two.
You know, the one that's like already a 19th century president, and the other one's him.
Okay, so guys, question for this week.
What?
Question for this week.
Do
Okay.
you have a question?
We have a question.
Oh God.
Okay. Well, I have a question.
Okay.
If you guys could learn a skill, Matrix style, so that means like you didn't have to go through classes for it. You just got like a dildo shoved into the back of your head, and it just upload all the information into your brain.
I know that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what would be the one skill that you would choose to learn?
Okay, so does this have to be like a realistic skill? Yeah.
I mean, like, it would have to be a realistic skill. You couldn't learn to, like, you couldn't have, like, be uploaded, I want to learn the ability to fly, because It'd be fucking weird. Like,
Nah, see, all you need to do to learn your ability to fly is, make your bones follow.
I guess, yeah, you would learn it. It would be an impractical ability because you'd never be able to use it. You'd have to, like, mutilate yourself, which you didn't learn how to do.
Yeah, you can literally be like, I know how to fly. I know the theory behind it, but I just can't do it in real life.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to waste your wish, you want to waste the one skill, you can do that.
Oh, the Matrix is a wish now, huh?
Essentially. I mean, come on.
I've never watched the Matrix movie.
What?
You've never seen anything, have you?
What's wrong with you, Jen?
Have you seen Harry Potter? What is going on here?
I've seen the first 3, and then the 4th one, I think, was when the war started, and I was like, wow, this is fucking boring. I'm done.
Wait, are you on about the Matrix or Harry Potter?
Yes.
Harry Potter. There was no 4th Matrix movie.
That was confusing me. I was like, why just stop at 4? There's no 4.
How did that get to 4?
I was saying, the Matrix movies, many people say, like, all you have to do is watch the first one. That was the monumental one. The second and the third weren't that great, in other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen the memes. I know all I need to know.
Yeah, the red pill.
No,
blue pill.
actually.
You move like they
these
do.
are not correct.
And then
And there's a Mentos one.
Mr. Anderson.
Let me explain to you then how exactly this works, okay? Because your brain is like its own kind of computer thing, and your computer can be, or this jack can be connected over to your brain, right? Then they have essentially a USB port on the back of somebody's head, and they can just plug in, take a like a little memory stick, and upload all the information needed to learn a skill into your head. So in a split second, you're just and you're suddenly there. You go. You're max level at that skill.
Either to dance or cook.
Do you mean like Food Wars cook?
You just be like the perfect cook if I'm going to be, like if I'm going to just subtly learn how to skill, I want to be the best cook in the world.
Yeah, but all you do is make really good pizzas.
No,
You know
here's the thing. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking about. Because you would learn the skill, like you could do it, but you wouldn't exactly know. You wouldn't have a repertoire of like what you could create. You just know how. So you'd be great at experimenting with like, okay, let's put this flavor with this flavor, but you wouldn't know, like you wouldn't know, oh, this wonderful French dish or something like that, exactly how to make it. Like creme brulee, you wouldn't immediately know how to make creme brulee, but you would know like the gist of how to make a good dish. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure he'll download all the recipes. Here's the thing I was going to say about it though.
Yeah,
is
you
like,
also just look them up normally.
you can know how to cook, but the problem is, would you want to cook?
No.
Like, if I went, right, here's a recipe to make a really good pizza. Go to your kitchen right now. I left all the ingredients on the counter. Make a good pizza. Would you go out your way and do it?
Nah, you're right. You know me too well.
Exactly. You'll have this skill of cooking and then you wouldn't want to cook. Plus, most chefs, like, a lot of chefs don't cook for their family or for themselves because, like, they cook for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like, I can imagine
that's like that's the gynecologist syndrome where when you do it all day at work, you don't want to do it at home.
Wait, look at vaginas?
Is that what they do?
Is that, what's a gynecologist? Is that?
Do you not know what a gynecologist is?
Yeah, how do you not know what a gynecologist?
What am I thinking of?
That's a gynecologist. Yes, you look at vaginas for a living.
You look at vagoos.
Vagoo, yeah.
Goo.
And ragu.
That's the thing. If you spend all day doing it at work, you don't want to do it when you get home.
Yeah. You sleep all day at work. You don't want to do it when you get home.
Okay.
Is that what you do when you're a gynecologist? When you sleep all day at work?
That's what I assume gynecologists do.
Have you ever been to a hospital?
Well, I don't suppose you've seen a gynecologist.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to a hospital before. A doctor is a doctor.
the doctor's not a doctor. There's a difference between a doctor, a dentist, a surgeon, and
Okay, look, I watched The Hangover, okay? There's no difference between a doctor and a dentist. They're the same basic profession.
there's no difference between a doctor and a vet.
Yes.
There's a huge
Correct.
difference.
Just the amount of legs.
Yeah.
The amount
And
of
the
legs.
skin texture.
I'm pretty sure it's the same skin texture, just new locations for growing hair.
You know what, fine. I'm gonna shit on my idea of cooking. I'm gonna go with the second idea, dancing. Become the best dancer and never use it. Just be like, hey, you guys wanna have a dance battle?
You become the best dancer just to be the guy who like stands in the corner of the club just nodding his head to the music. I could do that. I just don't want to.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, if I had the fucking, if I had the skill to do anything, I wouldn't use it.
Are you serious?
That would require you to go to a club. Would you go to a club?
Hell no.
Why would you have it?
Like honestly, this like concept or this question for me is no, because I don't do anything. Like
No, because okay, my one, I've got one in my head, right? You guys ready for the best answer? Okay, I want to know.
But you said best answer.
Best answer. That's right.
Oh,
It's confidence. Because you know what I want? I want to be able to sell anything. Just like perfect sales every time.
So you're like a marketing skill is what you want, like a salesman skill.
Not exactly like salesman, but because the number one thing that I've always noticed in life is I wish I could sell better. Say if you go to a retail shop, if you work in retail, you can sell better. Or if you are a freelance guy, like if you do audio, you can go up to a potential business and be like, hey, listen, you need audio. I've got audio. We should team up. Let's do this. And
It's usually like a crossover thing. You could sell yourself.
Sell myself. That's exactly it. I want to be able to sell myself. So yeah, sell myself
Sell
to
him to devil,
and
become
get
the devil.
a better bargain than you guys ever could, because I was able to sell myself for a higher price.
Oh man, it
More
all
than
comes back to
pugs.
the pilot.
That's actually a really good. That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah, like what do you have, Spike?
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spike.
top that.
Shit on my cooking ability.
Look, I even sold my answer by bigging it up. It's already working, guys.
The perfect skill I would want is the skill to fall asleep,
Dude,
That sounds tragic.
because you would use it every day,
he's right.
and you would never have trouble sleeping.
Yeah,
You
it's
would always
the-
be able to sleep a full night, and you'd be able to do whatever you wanted to the next day. You'd
Matt, I'm
never wake
sorry.
up feeling bad.
Matt, you lost. Spike nailed it in the head.
What the hell? I think my only thing. What?
Okay, Matt, tell me this, okay? You have the ability to sell yourself. You're the best at selling yourself, right?
Yeah. And
So the next, so when you're gonna, you have this big meeting the next day, and you're gonna be able to sell yourself so well, you're gonna become like the best audio engineer there's ever been, right? There's this big job opening. You're gonna be paid billions a day, right?
yeah. I like it.
So the day before it, all the pressure's starting to build up on you, right? You're not gonna sleep.
Honestly, I sleep like a baby no matter what. I am such a sleeper. I just hit the pillow. I'm like, what's this on my phone? I start reading and all the words cross over and you're just dead. That's me.
You're that guy who like falls asleep and like knocks himself across the bridge of his nose with his phone.
Like those dogs that just fall asleep trying to play with their toy. That's me.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair. You can't have a good night's sleep every night of your life.
Yeah, fuck
That's
you.
right. I got both, baby.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
what you gonna do next? Look at this selling I'm doing right now. I'm selling my answer and then outselling your answer.
I see what you're doing. You're just lying about life. Is that how you sell things? The ultimate skill you're getting is lying, Matt.
You know what I want my skill to be? The skill to be able to fake my way through a conversation.
Fake. That's actually a pretty good skill, actually.
Like, I never pay attention, but I can get through it.
Getting to the ability to fall asleep with your eyes open is what you mean?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, that's also me.
What the fuck?
You know what's funny? I mean, Matt, fuck.
You can't be ace of all trades, man.
No, I'm not even kidding, right? I get in so much trouble for this. I have little to no attention span. I've never tried to be diagnosed for ADD or ADHD, but I'm not gonna lie, I can't sit still and I can't listen to more than 3 words without wandering off in my head. So what I've gotten really good at doing is listening to the last sentence someone says and go, oh really? Well, what about, and then try stretch for the nearest relevant topic and get them talking about that while I'm nodding my head going, yeah,
Matt,
yeah.
you just played, you just showed us your hand.
Yeah, now we know.
Yeah, you know why I'm in call with you guys and I never say a word for about half a day? It's because I'm literally doing one thing. It could be one task. I could be playing a video game and I'd never hear a word you guys say.
I was gonna say, you want to be honest? The exact same way. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a
Am I
reason, like every woman that I've dated and my wife have always been women who talk far more than I do, just so I can do that exact same skill.
Am I the only person who can play video games and talk?
Yes.
God,
Has that not been
guys.
evident to you?
Guys, come on.
Has that seriously not been a thing that you've picked up on all these weeks of doing this podcast?
God, I can't have me the only one to be able to do it.
It's hard, man.
It's actually really difficult to multitask that because you try to strategize your way of playing a game, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm playing the game right now.
I know, but like I'm saying that like you're trying to strategize your way to how to be able to play a game. You don't just let your hands go on autopilot.
I absolutely do. Like do Binding of Isaac the exact same way. It's like I kind of know what everything is. I'm just gonna let it go, let it be.
I suppose you've played that game to death, though. You literally know everything about every monster in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Creeps and Blue for a period of time both came to me asking what items were. And then Blue found the mod that showed you what every item was, and then I became useless. Got
Damn,
my job.
Taking my job.
My job, damn it! You took my jokes, Matt.
Damn British people stealing our jokes. Matt, friend, tell me, how's your week been so far? Actually, how's your weekend been? Because I know you actually went off. You went camping this weekend, right?
I went camping again.
Stop doing
Guess
that.
what? I still don't like camping.
What the hell?
Why do you keep doing this?
I honestly, when you told me you're gonna go camping, I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. I guess you really enjoy it. I forget that you actually hate camping.
It's such a hassle. It's living away from a house. It's weird. And I got the worst tent. Everyone has these really nice tents. I haven't. I got this really crappy one. I mean,
Still?
Yeah, why did you go?
Because they asked me, and I was like, sure.
Matt.
That end of the story?
Yeah. Oh man, we were driving up. It was 3 hours away this time, so it was further away than last time. We went to Shell Island in Wales, which is a beach, sand dune place that has like this road that goes across. But at night, when the tide comes up, the tide surrounds the place and it becomes like somewhat of a, in quotation marks, island. But it's not really an island. It's just called an island, I think.
Okay.
Matt, that's silly.
Yeah?
Whales don't have shells.
I'm leaving that blank. I'm not responding to that. Because I could tell that you're holding that in all the way through through what I was saying.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my god.
Nailed it.
But, yeah, wailed it.
Stop going camping.
Anyway, pardon?
Stop going camping.
No. Well, I don't know. It's alright. It's alright when you go there. Like, all of me wants to fight it. And I'm kicking and screaming. And part of me wants to cancel all the time. But when I go there, it's okay. Except for this time when it's raining. It was meant to rain all of Saturday. But luckily, the weather held up. So it didn't rain until, like, the nighttime. So we made a huge fire and cooked marshmallows. But my friend brought a skateboard, longboard thing. And I'd never really skateboarded it before.
Oh my god.
So I was like, hell yeah, I'll give it a try.
Did you eat shit?
No, I went super fast. I was going like 1,000,000 miles an hour down this hill and I rewatched the footage and it looks really slow. But in my eyes, no, in my eyes, like it's peeling my face back. Like I can't go any faster or else I'm going back in time sort of thing. It feels so fast and the wind's pushing you back. You're like, whoa, this is so radical. And no, it looks really slow when you watch it.
It was just the heat of the moment.
Yeah, no, it should have been. I reckon it is fast. And I did a left turn. I was like, whoa, this is so badass. Then I did a right turn. And I was like, whoa, do you see that? That was a toe turn. I turned right. How cool am I?
Okay.
Matt, you a skater boy now?
Yeah, I was like, I actually have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Basically, I turned left down a hill. And then I turned right down a hill. And it was great. I'm ready to retire from a skateboarding career, though. I can now give myself the honorary title of being called radical, and now I can hang up the skateboard now.
Whoa! You can't retire from your skateboarding career. This is supposed to become your next obsession.
You can't give yourself the title radical.
Fucking sick.
Dude, all the babes within 100-meter radius called me radical. Okay, that wasn't me. That's not me being vain. It's giving myself a title. I don't bestow my own monarchy or whatever. But
I really hope everyone you went camping with were just guys, and they were the only ones who said radical. Matt, you were saying, tell us about your camping trip and your wonderful time being radical on a skateboard. Did you die? You didn't die. That's correct.
No, of course I didn't die.
Okay. Okay.
We don't know that.
That's
You could
good.
be a corpse. You could be just
That's
like Tony
true,
Hawk.
actually. You're in England. Wait, what?
Tony Hawk is just a mummy skateboarding.
Oh my God! I thought you were about to drop a horrible bomb on me that Tony Hawk was dead.
No, don't do that.
No, you know, how insensitive would that joke be? Yes, children.
Oh, who all skate?
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
I
they
think I
really?
saw pictures. Yeah, I follow good old the T Hawks, the T Hawkster on
Oh my God!
Twitter or Facebook or something.
Seahawks.
He seemed really cool, and then he sold us a really bad game, and now I don't like him anymore.
From
Wait,
Street-
what? He
from
did
Street
not.
Fighter?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
No,
He
no,
means
no.
the
He was-
recent one.
Roses
Is
are
it
red,
5?
violets are blue. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Skater 2, yeah. Dude, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I remember that. Wolverine was in the first one, right? Was he in the second one?
There's Wolverine in one of them?
He is in one
Yeah.
of them, but I don't remember which.
No, I never heard of Wolverine.
Spider-Man and Venom are in, I think, the same one?
Dude, Tony Hawk's Underground was great. It had a great story, and if
Oh
you
my
tell me
God.
otherwise,
Wolverine's in
I'll punch you.
Wolverine was playable in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Oh, I
was
don't
one-
know if I ever played through that.
I don't think
one.
I don't think I played 3.
I did
And,
1 and 2.
Definitely 1 and 2,
Those are great.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, Iron
Yeah.
Man was apparently in Tony Hawk's Underground.
I played the first one. I played the first part of the second one, and then the two best friends went and played that. And man, that story is really fucking garbage.
What? Tony Hawk's Underground?
Ah, what is it?
No, you're trying to go pro, man.
Yeah, that's
not
exactly.
Pro Skater.
No, that's
You're
fucking
underground.
garbage. Yeah, no.
No,
Then your
and then the guy steals
your
your-
best friend, who's also Eric Sparrow, who's fucking
Yeah,
like
such a
fucking-
dick. I hate that guy.
He's such a piece of shit. Like
He's such a piece of poop.
he gets away with so much bullshit. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, but then you take him down with your awesome skate skills.
At the end of the game.
Yeah, you're there all the way through to going, oh man, my blood's boiling, I've never been this mad before. And you start turning Hulk, and then you kick his ass, and then all of a sudden, boom, payoff.
He literally takes your claim to fame for 90% of the game. He abandons you in Russia. He fucking gets you locked up.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
Dude, have you
Tony Hawk's
never played
Underground.
Tony Hawk Underground 2?
I've never played Tony
No,
Hawk
1.
Underground. I only played Pro Skater 2 and 1.
Wait, is it Underground 1?
Underground 1, man.
Oh, and then Underground
You
1?
drive cars, and you can get
And
off your skateboard.
Oh my god, those fucking cars were terrible.
You could drive cars?
Shut your mouth. How dare you? Yeah,
And also
it's like-
apparently the game's better to play when you're not on the skateboard.
yeah, it had great free running.
I was say, was this like Skate 3? Where it was like the most fun of the part of the game was actually getting knocked the shit out of?
Oh, isn't Skate 3 the one where you have the destruction mode where you're trying to break your bones?
Yes.
Dude, that shit's cool.
It's that was my most fun that I've had of that game is just literally crashing around and like snapping your neck and shit like that as you fall over.
So yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. And then you try to get the most points by trying to, because you're taking like the same jump as with other people. So you're trying to get like the most points you can from like different directions, and it's just, man, like skateboarding games are great. Why aren't we all into skateboarding, guys?
Dude, I've been
Yeah.
trying to get us all into doing more sports games together. Nobody ever wants to follow along, do sports, man. Why aren't we playing the Football Manager game?
Because it's football and it's manager.
That's two things that I'm into.
Never understood football manager games. Like when I was at uni, I had a housemate that was super into them. And I was like, well, first of all, playing like FIFA, like the football game, is like, you know, you could go out, get a football and just have a kickabout with your friends. But no,
Kickabout.
you're playing virtual football. But then when you're playing football manager, you're managing these fake virtual football people. So it's like you're simulating the simulator.
Wait, okay, so are you trying to say you don't want to get into fantasy football?
No.
Fuck, guys. Come on, it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but for cool people.
Wow.
It's like Spreadsheet Simulator, the game, where
Dude,
people memorize every single player from around the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna start us up, dude. We're gonna start up a fantasy football league.
I actually started one, and I just put random teams on, random people. I
Hey,
didn't know
man.
who it was. Huh?
You do know we're talking about American football, right?
American football, yeah.
American football? What the hell's that?
It's hand egg.
You know, handball,
Yeah.
Why did you touch it with your hand? It's football.
racquetball.
Well, you only touch it with your hand whenever you're not touching it with your foot.
Oh yeah, Matt. Why does the goalie grab it with his hands? Huh, Matt? Why does he grab it with his hands,
it.
Matt?
Yeah, that's one person. Everyone else uses the foot.
Oh,
Why is he called a
one
goalie
person.
and not a handy?
Because he protects the goal, not his hand.
No, Matt. He touches
It's like
it with his
calling the
hands.
people on the field footies.
Why aren't they called footies, Matt?
Matt, you two know there's a person called a kicker in football?
Yeah, you know what he does?
He kicks the ball?
No, let me guess. He holds it with his hand.
No,
He kicks it. The people that hold it with their hands, they run and they're called runners.
And receivers.
Yeah, because they receive the ball.
You call it run ball then.
We do. Football. As in what you do with your feet is run.
Oh my god.
You kick it like once a game.
Soccer came first.
Yeah.
The name
it
soccer
really?
came first.
Did it actually come first?
Yes.
Fucking
That's
astounding.
just a nickname for it.
No.
No. Why would that be a nick? What?
We need to. I need to Google this. We need to Wikipedia
Go for
this.
it. No, do it. I want to know now. Jen, we're skipping over your week
What?
because we've got to Google this.
Well, I didn't have anything to do.
No, I want to know. Okay, Jen, what have you been up to this
No.
weekend? This past week?
School.
School.
No, not school. What the fuck? I go to I have
School?
a job.
School?
I go to job school. You know, I get paid every Thursday. So fucking what I did with this week was on the weekend I did intense leveling in Stormblood. Like I finally got through the story and I'm now level 70 as my machinist. And other than that, all I did was recently. I didn't actually tell you guys about this, but the other day, I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I went and bought a better Wi-Fi repeater, and now I have
Repeater?
the thing you have, like the thing that repeats the Wi-Fi from a place that's farther away.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi repeater. What the fuck do you call it?
Extender.
Oh well, yeah, extender's also probably the more common name.
All right.
Yeah, I went and bought a better one because like we have 5 gigahertz connection. It's just like no one can use it because everybody uses old laptops. But since I have a desktop, I can actually legit super use that, and I'm using it right now, which is actually super fucking good. It's like 3 times the connection I had before. You can actually stream and play 14 at the same time.
Oh yeah, the 5G is like you can't even compare it to the other one. It's
Well,
like being connected with a with an Ethernet cable, but it's just so small.
Yeah, and also like it's freaking no. Since nobody else is using this, it's all mine. All mine. 5G
All
is
the
all
bandwidth.
me. It's amazing.
Is that why you've been playing 14 so much then?
Well, not only because I've been playing that. It's like fucking 14's great, man. It's just so much fun. Like all the new classes are awesome. Like Samurai is a badass, and you can be dressed up as a Yakuza. Hey Matt, did you look it up?
Yeah, dude, there's literally pages and pages of like the origins, and it goes into the history and stuff, and then like other sports like rugby football being called rugger, and then associations and stuff. I don't understand it. I need to properly read through some of these things.
Yeah, maybe
You're gonna
we'll have
become a historian of football.
Maybe we'll put
Yeah.
up a side note or an annotation or something like that at the end of the podcast, and you can be like, maybe we can finally get this settled.
You know what? Hang on. I'm just gonna do this the smarter way. What came first, soccer or American football?
Well, okay, of course, soccer came first.
Well, there you go. You should have known.
Well, fucking duh.
Wait, what's that got to do with anything though? What is the
What do you mean? What's it got to do with anything?
That's it. Soccer came first.
Because it's not called football; it's called soccer.
Yeah, and then no, it's just it popularized in America as soccer, but I don't know.
Matt, it's popularized in other countries, like Spain, Mexico, places where they call it soccer.
No, wait, I don't know. I'm
trying to-
I'm literally trying to read and
Oh my
argue
god.
back at the same time.
Okay. Whoa. Hang on. Apparently, this is only taken from one article, mind you, and I'll go ahead and put it on here so that we have a link to it, of course. A game of two names. Historians reveal why Americans call the game that the rest of the world calls football soccer and find that the British are to blame.
What?
Apparently.
Are we doing
Apparently it was
live research?
Soccer is a British term used to describe the American variant of association of football, essentially.
What? Now you have me even more confused.
Yeah. I'll link
Like-
the article.
I don't want to know.
No, I'll link the article so that everybody's able to read on it on their own. Mind you, like, I'm trying to skim through this as quickly as I can, but apparently that was a thing.
You read it in the description below. You guys tell us what you think came first. The chicken or the egg?
The soccer or the foot?
The dinosaurs without feathers or the ones with feathers?
Wait, did you say the dinosaurs, the fetishes?
No, feathers.
Fetishes.
Hey, Matt,
Fetish, got it.
did you ever find out what
Fetish
you like?
dinosaur. Yeah, Matt. What was your fetish?
I don't. Okay. I don't know anything about fetishes, but apparently everyone's got one. So I'm on my lifelong quest to find out what mine is. So far, I haven't found anything.
All right. Let's start pitching some.
Pretty sure
Matt,
it's football.
What?
Matt, are you into
Football?
muscles?
Muscles? Like muscles and girls' muscles?
I mean, unless you're
Or
into...
muscles and me muscles?
Are you into...
Either one, I guess.
Do you want to fuck yourself?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fetish. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Clone
horses.
sex? If you had a clone, would you doink it?
That's
Wait.
just masturbation at that point, Matt.
Also,
yeah, is
no.
it masturbation or is it just like gay butt sex
All
in
right,
itself?
like for real, if there
I
was a
feel like that
clone...
needs to be added to the list.
For real, if there was a clone of myself, I would not fuck it.
I'm disgusting. I would never want to be near myself. I wouldn't
No,
even hang out with the other me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want
me
anything to do with
too.
myself. Sweating.
I don't know what anyone would think wanted to touch themselves.
No, Matt. At that point, they're a different person, and even then,
Whoa. They're not a different person. They're still you. It's just, I
That's
also
like-
hate me.
it's like saying that twin is the same person.
Well, no, because the twin is a completely separate person because you have different experiences. However, when it's you, then it's actually you.
Yeah, but like the second they're coming to creation, they already have a different experience than you.
What?
So it's like
in those
a-
couple of seconds?
Well, one of you is the real you, is it not? Someone else just came
No.
into existence.
You know about clones or twins?
They're both the real you.
Is it a clone or a twin?
It's a clone.
Then it just came into existence now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a clone gun. We went zippity zippity zap. There's two of you right now. Make
Like-
out.
No.
Kiss.
No, it's if you have a clone of you, it's just another you. It's
Okay,
not
but-
another person.
No, it is another person because then at that same time, like it's not like you're both sharing the same heartbeat. You're a different person completely. Like your thought process changes when you see
If
yourself.
I killed him, it's not murder.
Yes, it is.
Is that suicide if you
Suicide.
kill your clone?
Yeah, suicide.
Oh.
It's assisted
No.
suicide.
It's homicide.
It's not homicide because there's only one of you involved.
There's still a corpse.
Yeah, but I mean, like clones don't be corpses forever.
Yes, they do. What else does this become?
Worm food.
Would
That's
you
a corpse.
How you
be
do
a-
it? Alligator food.
Doesn't make any
Would
sense.
would your clone be aware that it's a clone?
See, that's the scary part, and you don't know which one is which.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then he truly would believe that he is real, the real
Eh.
you.
And if I knew me, I would try to kill me.
No, that was like the what?
What?
That was
What?
like one of those situations where like, they tell you like, oh yes, you could be young forever. So like you go into the cloning process and it makes like a 20-year-old you that has all of your memories and everything up to that point. So they just kill off the old you.
All right. So, did you ever finish that horror underwater game, Spike?
Which no, I didn't. But I know what you're talking about.
Do you know the ending then?
Yes.
Okay, so in Matt, these are huge spoilers. I'm sorry, you're never gonna play the game.
What game's this for?
What's it called?
It's a horror game. It's
Bioshock?
underwater. No, not that one.
So-
No,
Soma?
That's not even a horror game.
Soma?
Soma.
Yeah,
Soma
it
is
is
it.
Soma. Yeah. So that game, you are a person who is thrust into the future because you got trapped within a suit, or at least your mind got trapped in a suit. So basically, the game, there's a way to get out. And the way to get out is you transfer your mind into another suit. The game ends with there being two of you. Your mind gets transferred to the suit, but one of your minds stays in the other suit. So you get both ends of, I get out. I don't have to be trapped under this place anymore. And then the other's you's like, no, he's leaving me. No, he's leaving me. And then you're just trapped there for the rest of your life and you can't die. You can't move, you can't die, you can't do anything.
Wait, why can't I move?
Because
He plugged himself into a suit, and then he was using the last bit of power of the station to transfer his body into the other suit to leave.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually transfer it. It makes a copy.
It makes a copy.
So
and then he
he
becomes,
thinks that he's actually the other him thinks he's yes, I've made it, I'm free. But the original him is still stuck in the suit.
it didn't work. no, no, traps. And then that's it. Like the second there's two of you, you're a different person. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, which means that the second suit could have banged him and it would have been okay.
Oh yeah.
No, because yeah.
Yeah. What I'm getting at is two people, two different people. That's it.
I'm getting at the two people, as long as their copies of the original person is the same original person, which means that it defies all of the laws and allows you to be able to kill each other.
Well, you can kill each other regardless.
It's
Fuck
masturbation.
each other, kill each other, same thing though.
Yeah?
Yeah, whatever. Fucking whatever,
Can
man.
only be one.
It's like,
Anyway, that's not my kink.
oh.
That's
I forgot. That's why
Painful.
I completely forgot why we were talking about it. Was that not our hypothetical for the week?
No.
that wasn't no. I mean, you could still bang each other, I guess, and that's just general conversation for us at this point.
It's still my week.
Matt, did you fuck yourself in your week?
Last weekend, cloned myself, totally just banged him, and then I killed him and fed him to alligators.
Nah, I fed him and ate him. Make
You ate him? I just killed myself, and I ate myself.
I always wonder how I taste them.
It's a weekend.
So reason the scar that I got when I was 12 years old is gone though. It's weird, right? That's the cloning process. You must get rid of your scars.
I have a lot more skin on my pillow recently.
What?
You take that how you want. You take that how you want. Matt,
So guys, I gotta tell you about this, okay? I have a new obsession this weekend
Oh,
that we all have to get into.
I'm in.
I mean, we have to. Everybody's got to get into it.
Yeah?
Yeah. So like this last weekend, I had to go to. I say I had to. I wanted to. I went to a convention called Too Many Games, which is a classic gaming convention. Normally, I don't like. It's not really my scene to go because I do horror stuff on YouTube, and they bring me to a gaming convention, which seems a little odd. But I mean, it's also got a whole bunch of YouTubers there, so I kind of hang out with YouTubers and stuff. But they have traditional gaming, and they had a card game that I finally found I finally found a card game that I like.
you found your kink?
I found my kink. Dude, so there's a Final Fantasy card game that came out, apparently in November.
Oh my, wow, it's that recently?
Whoa.
It came out this year?
Yeah, it came out just at the end of last year. So it came out when I got married. And it was made for me. And it's got Final Fantasy 1 through 14 in it right now with the World of Final Fantasy and Tactics and Dissidia and a whole bunch of other offshoots that are made into the game. But oh my god, we all got to get into it. It's like Magic with a little bit more of a Final Fantasy complexity added to it.
Okay, so question. Since you said it like has all those card games or all the series in it, have you gotten Titus yet?
Yes.
Oh shit. B, have you gotten Garland from the first Final Fantasy yet?
No, but I know he exists. He's actually kind of rare to get.
Oh, of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah, basically the easier ones to get are like 7, 8, 10, 13, and 12.
The
And
bad
then
games.
getting anything from the other games is a little bit more difficult. Also easy to get Final Fantasy 3 and Tactics.
Really?
Yeah, because so the way this game works, what kind of sets it apart from Magic is like you still have quote lands that are backup characters that kind of become your mana, but instead of just constantly using them to like tap for how much mana and play as many as I want, instead you're actually burning cards out of your hand. So you're saving cards in your hand to then discard and burn to gain mana from them to play new cards or use new abilities.
Pokemon?
Sounds brutal.
Yeah, so you're having to make decisions about cards that are in your deck if you want to hold them to keep them to play them or discard them to never get them back to be able to play another card. So you're doing like a hand management thing, you're doing a field management thing. It's kind of nice, actually. I kind of like it because then I don't get that feeling like an RTS where I play down one card and then I look up and the other guys played down like 40 in one turn.
You know someone's going to do that with the game soon. Like they do that with every game.
They're gonna break it and then figure out a way to be able to do so much in it. Apparently, like there's like national tournaments and shit like that for already the Square's organized in California and stuff.
Wow, shit, that's fast.
Yeah, it's Squaresoft, man. Or Square Enix.
Sweet. Well, either one really.
It's square.
It's
So I'm still
Squeenix.
working on the Final Fantasy 14 deck. I'm gonna build one because I know it can work well with 14 characters being your main classes. Final Fantasy 3 characters in the backup because their job titles match up, and Final Fantasy Tactics characters because their job titles match up.
Yeah, a lot. Man, 14 got a lot of stuff from the other ones.
From Tactics or from
Tactics recently, but like
Yeah.
3 and things. Yeah, it's like.
Well, you'll be happy to know I got my machinist cards already ready to go, man.
Oh shit! I hope it's the strongest DPS for one patch, and then it gets nerfed to hell.
It is not.
Oh.
It's actually kind of a garbage card.
Oh, come on! Why does Squeenix keep doing this to me?
No, it's
What's the
okay because
button?
the Black Mage cards can't even deal damage.
Really? What?
Yeah, they're backup cards.
That's what does that mean? What do they do?
Backup cards essentially become like waiting mana, like you would like with a land in Magic, right? You can place it down, but it usually has an additional effect when it enters the field. So you have character cards forwards that are like your monsters that you'll play, and you can use them to block damage. But when the Black Mages are played, they immediately dull out those forwards. So if you play that one on a turn, then all of your opponents, or I think not all of them, but one of your opponent's forwards immediately dulls and can't block on that turn.
That's weird. Like there's nothing like what I know Black Mage of. Like that's like a assist character rather than a.
That's what backups are, is they're assist characters. But
Like-
you can only have a maximum of 5 backups ever.
Weird, dude.
Yeah, so like when you're making a party, it's really rough.
It's a tank, a healer, support.
Yeah, not in this card game, man.
Hey man, I can make it whatever I want it to be. You gotta tell me what to do. I'm not even gonna play the game. I'm just gonna collect the cards.
Look, okay, I'm kind of on the fence with that too. I want to just collect them, but at the same time, the game's fun to play. I was playing it all weekend with Raven and Trina, and it was really fun. Plus, the guys that were running like the card shop were fans of the my YouTube channel. So when I went over there to buy the cards, they were like, "Yeah, we'll teach you how to play, and we'll give you a discount on cards." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go ahead and take like 10 packs." Thank you, sir.
Fucking just shaking.
I want all of them.
I needed more cards.
Hey,
Getting that
Spike,
same problem.
did you tell him about the podcast?
I did.
Did you?
I totally did.
Oh, Spike. Oh,
Yeah. I told them about the channel, and on the channel I have a link to the podcast. So I basically told them about the podcast.
nothing.
Yeah, by proxy.
They'll find their way here.
Just get the stragglers. Be like, come from the MrCreepyPasta channel. Come to our channel. It's better.
Wow, please. This
We talk about clone sex. You'll love it here.
It's like, what else did you do? Like, what is it? Is it just card games for you, or what?
Well, this weekend was like I say it's like the highlight. Now I met a lot of people. It was really fun time over at Too Many Games. I do my basic things where I'm doing like story time panels and meeting fans and things like that. And I actually got to meet a couple of the writers that like I've done stories of theirs on the channel, like some really big writers and stuff that decided to come by, and they just wanted to have a good time at the convention, which was really fun. Because like Christopher Maxim was there. I've only really talked to him through email. It was nice to actually meet him in person. And I gave him like, yeah, here, take MrCreepyPasta shirts, and here's a body pillow.
Which one did you give him?
I only have one. It's like one that has MCP on one side, and then Billy the Skeleton on the other side.
Those are the same one? I thought they were
Yeah.
I thought they were two. Oh shit.
No, it's one. It has one on either side. So I gave him one. He's like, this is weird. I know. Enjoy it.
Now when we email, you'll have a face to talk to.
No, he was a super cool guy. He was over there for the panel and everything, story time. I actually, it was really nice. I got to meet like DA Games and hang out with Vine Sauce and all those other cool folks. I met a best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, Wooly, right?
Oh shit! Shout out to Wooly Madden, also known as Wooly Wools.
He was a cool guy. He came by the booth, said hey and everything like that. So it was a fun time, man. It was a really good time at the convention.
He dropped by your booth?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Huh. crazy.
He's
I thought
going
you.
by the booths. He was one of the guys. He's like one of the big time, like does not sit down in public kind of guests that they had. So he was there for his signing behind us, and then he just kind of came by and said hey to everybody.
Yeah, because like it is too many games, so it's like a game and let's player kind of scene.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was thinking like they would have a lot more guests if they weren't on the same weekend as VidCon, but
fucking VidCon.
I don't know why they decided to go the same weekend as VidCon. It would have done better. Like honestly, if it was this weekend, like this coming weekend, I think they would have gotten like a whole lot more people and a whole lot more guests. But you know, I don't know. They know what's best for them.
Yeah, they want to compete though.
Oh yeah,
you gotta win.
It's still a nice. It's a nice little intimate kind of convention, you know, because like everybody that's there, you're kind of you get a chance to actually walk over and talk to people versus like a really big kind of corporate event, like going over to like PAX where, you know, all the booths or they have these huge sponsors and everything, and it almost feels like it's intimidating to walk over to one of the larger booths because it's so crowded by so many people and it's so large and spread out. But in too many games, you still get like the indie showcase and things like that, and it doesn't feel like you're nervous to kind of approach the booths because everybody's kind of really welcoming and giving out free games and shit like that. It's a fun time.
Like you get any free games?
I got one.
Oh, what was it?
What?
Oh, I said ooh. What is it?
Okay, you still lost me in that second part.
Oh, wow.
I got the Spooky's Mansion of Jumps. Is it Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion now?
Spooky's
It's not
House.
It's not House of Jump Scares anymore. No. They changed the name.
Oh, did they?
It's Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, I think is what it is called now.
I know it like got an HD version. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one now. So they changed
I
the
thought
name.
it's a free game. Is it a paid for one now?
It is. Yeah, if you think you could buy it on Steam right now if you get Spooky's. But I think it is called Jump Scare Mansion now.
Oh shit! Well, good for them.
Is this spooky?
Is it spooky?
You know what, Matt? Why don't we give that a little play? We'll tell you.
Good, yeah. It has it in VR too, Matt. So next time you're in America, we'll play it like that.
Oh, dude.
I have played it before. I played the free version.
It's different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how far did you make it in the free version?
I can't remember. The Let's Plays up on Creeps' second channel.
Because it like legit does change. The game does kind of shift depending how far you can actually get.
Does it really?
Yeah, there's some stuff in it. Don't worry.
I did not know that.
No, it's like you should play it.
Is it spoopy?
Oh, it's spooky.
Spooky.
It can't be that bad.
The game.
Can't
really give you too much about it. It's one of those games you should play.
Yeah. Like one of those ones you have to experience. You can't just be told what will happen or else it'll just ruin the whole
I think
effect.
also it's because it has that kind of progressive, it has that like progressive change in it too, right? Because like the rooms are kind of randomly generated so much, they're not exactly the same for everybody who plays it.
No. Like you can get like a completely different experience. Oh,
I feel you. It's the developments in gaming though. Anything new that's been going on?
ARMS just got an update. I believe they added an arena mode and they added local multiplayer. They didn't have that out yet. Also, I forgot to talk about it last week, but Final Fantasy 14 finally killed PS3.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
It finally killed the PS3.
Oh, they're not supporting
like...
PS3 anymore.
No, they don't support PS3 anymore. And also, thank God.
Wow.
Thank fucking God. It's like
Why?
PS4 players take too long to load.
Oh, is it like
You literally
PS3s?
cannot play 14 anymore on the PS3. It just won't work.
It's
the
hardware is just not there anymore.
Yeah, and it's just like they gave people free upgrades to the PS4. Like, there's no excuse unless you don't want a PS4.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the main excuse. Is there's few people that still don't have a PS4.
No, fucking cry me a river. You can afford a subscription. You can afford to not take that subscription for like 12, 20 months. And buy yourself
2 years.
buy
2 years time, you'll be able to afford yourself a PlayStation 4, son. By that point, the PlayStation 5 will be out.
Oh, dude, wait for the PS5. Get
Wait, okay, so I got an E3 question. Since I didn't watch E3, you guys both took your notes on the conferences, right?
Don't make me sound like a nerd.
Well, please. I'm not gonna. I don't have to do that. But during E3, besides the Switch, was there any talk about? I think Xbox said they're doing a new console, right? The Xbox One X.
Yeah, Xbox One X.
And the PlayStation didn't say anything about anything new?
Not console-wise, I don't believe.
Really?
They just released their PlayStation Pro.
Was that not released?
Yeah, it's released. So
No,
they're
I mean,
not
wasn't it
gonna
released at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean they just released it before E3?
Yeah, they're basically like just this year or last year or whatever. I think it's this year they released the PlayStation Pro.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not true 4K. I think it's
Nothing.
upscaled 4K.
Nothing else. There's no such thing as true 4K.
Whatever. Well, what was Microsoft? Microsoft were really selling the whole 4K thing.
Yeah,
So,
but like
this is real 4K.
Yeah, but-
not like those pussies over at Sony.
yeah, but like, is there even TVs that can actually produce real 4K?
Oh,
Oh, right.
all I know is I still don't want an Xbox.
What is PlayStation Pro?
You know, it's just PlayStation but with like better hardware.
Yeah, it can run the Morpheus better. Oh, not Morpheus, sorry. PlayStation VR.
yeah.
You can tell how old I was how long I've been invested in the Sony VR when I still call it Morpheus.
Morpheus, the fucking code name.
I tried it when it was a Morpheus. That's
Did you
how
really?
long ago I played it. And I have
the
never
PlayStation
played
VR?
the full release.
The PlayStation VR, you tried that before it was released?
Yeah.
When? Where? How?
Develop conference in Brighton a couple of years ago. They had a working demo which had on one side you had this underwater sea experience thing you would have died at, and the other one was, is it street luge when you're lying down on a skateboard and looking down?
Yeah.
And
That's
so imagine you're leaning back, they got a fan blowing on you, and it's because at the time they were doing a lot of demos for Oculus, but Oculus only has lefty, righty, uppy, downy sort of thing. There's no head in virtual space. Whereas the Morpheus at the time had lefty, righty, uppy, downy movements it had a Wii sensor looking thing, so you could move your head, and you basically lent your head left and right to steer the skateboard as you were going down this hill super fast. And dude, it really freaked you out because you were so low on the floor. Everything's like cars and stuff's flying past you. You're going down this hill super fast, and eventually you lose control and just smack into this car, and you just freak out.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's great.
So
It's horribly great.
Matt,
Yeah.
lefty, righty, uppy, downy.
Yeah, you can
downy?
turn. You can shake your head no and shake your head yes.
Just like the most British fucking like phrasing of that, like up and down I've ever heard.
Righty, uppy, downy.
Yeah, like
How is that British?
it's like I've never heard anyone ever describe up, down, left, right like that.
No, it's adorably
It's just
British,
me
though.
being
It's like-
silly.
I actually assumed that this was like the term that you referred to, as in it wasn't called up, down, left, right because it's technically at a gentle curve whenever you're turning your head from the left and right and up and down. So they refer to it in the industry as an uppy, downy, righty, lefty.
It's a technical term.
It's in the coding of it, okay? Lefty turny is what they refer to it as.
You know, I know this might make the podcast a little long, but speaking of like fears and stuff, like you know how you were talking about Spike's fear of the sea.
So how you die if you played that underwater
I don't
experience?
Yeah.
have a fear of the sea. I've played the underwater experience game.
Yeah?
Anyway,
Yes,
Did you
Into
cry?
the Blue.
Did you cry?
Well, no,
No?
No.
no,
You didn't cry?
no.
Oh, was it just like it's out of focus because I'm underwater. It's not the water in my eyes. I'm not scared.
Shut up. No, I played Into the Blue. It's not scary. It's just got a big whale.
Oh shit, a whale.
Yeah.
See, is that a Vive experience thing?
Into the Blue, yeah. The one.
But like, what I was gonna say is like freaking speaking of that, like there's something I wanted to think because I was thinking about like when I went walking the other day. What do you guys is irrational fears? 'Cause I definitely have some.
Phobia.
No, not like a phobia, not something like I'm scared of heights or something. I think you mean irrational. I mean like
Yeah, phobias are irrational fears.
I don't know.
No,
Phobias?
being afraid of heights is a totally it's considered to be an irrational fear.
Really? Because like
yeah.
there's a lot of
No, it's
reasons
like-
to actually be
No.
afraid of heights. I mean,
No, I know
fall.
that, but it's like if you're standing in a building looking out the window, you don't have anything to be afraid of. But a fear of heights would still make you afraid, even though it's irrational. That's what that's referring to.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So,
Yeah.
you guys, more strange fears than I'm afraid of heights or I'm afraid of dying or afraid of sleeping. You know,
Oh,
stuff
come
like
on. That was like my only one.
You're afraid of sleeping?
You're
No, my biggest fear is death. I know it sounds super generic, but it's to the point where I'm like, if I go on this flight to America, this could be my last days on Earth.
That's called being afraid of flying.
No, I'm not scared of flying. I just don't want to die early.
How early is early?
When's early for you?
Now?
Like
Before
now?
I'm like 100. I want to reach 100.
Matt, you're pretty
Wow.
old. I don't know.
I was gonna say, you realize, like, my whole goal was to reach 30, and I'm almost there.
What are you going to do after that? You're
What
going
do
to
you
be
mean
goalless.
Wait, what? What am I gonna do after that?
Yeah.
I said my goal was to reach 30. That's it. I'm done after that.
Time to retire.
Yeah, time to retire.
Just float off into the sky. That's like, oh no,
I'm getting
I came
raptured.
to his 30th. This is how you treat me?
Yeah, dude.
know.
30th birthday party. I'm just gonna float away into the sky.
I no longer exist.
Yeah.
You're going to take
done.
Herc with you?
Oh, he's
You're
not
going to
30
take your
yet.
cat with you? It's like, goodbye. And you're floating away and this cat's just like dangling going,
Yeah.
Not even fighting.
30.
It's just like dangle arms. Like,
That's not
oh,
fair
no,
to
I'm being
him. He's
picked
got to
up.
be 30 first.
What's he in cat years?
There's no cat years. There's only dog years.
I was gonna say I don't think
Cats
there is
don't
cat
age.
years.
Cats gotta have years. They live
mean-
until like 12 or something stupid.
No, cats look pretty long if I
See,
remember.
there's something stupid. Oh, look at this stupid animal. It doesn't live nearly as long as I do.
Look at this idiot.
What are you, dying when you're only a teenager? What are you, stupid cat?
Then we look over to a tortoise.
Cat
who
is
lives,
approximately
like,
at the
3 times as
same
long.
development stage as a human that is 10 years old. And by age 2, your cat is around 25 in human years. So your cat ages about 4 or 5 human years every 12 months.
So how
Except
is...
for when it's after the 2-year mark, they age about 4 or 5 years every human year.
Okay, so if it's 20 when it's 2, you say 20 or 25? It's
25. In his first year, he ages to about 15
Okay.
years old. At 2 years, then he'll age to about 25 years old. And after
then
that,
after that,
he
it's
ages
5.
4 to 5. Yeah.
So when he's 3 years old, basically. When's he 3?
When is he 3? When will he be 3? In 2 years.
And when will you be 30?
In 1 year.
Ha!
Well, fuck you.
I will.
God damn it. What's your fear, Jen? What are you afraid of?
Irrationally?
I mean, that's the
Or just-
topic, but you can
or
just
just-
start talking about anything if you want.
Man, I'm so scared of mortgages.
Oh God, me too. Oh God, me too.
That's too real.
It got too real. Way too real.
I'm gonna bail out of this conversation.
He's just there shaking in the corner. It's like, why'd you bring this up, Jen? Why'd you bring up mortgages?
So, you guys ever go walking out in the city? Be like, man, I'm just gonna take a walk. Gonna walk on the sidewalk like a civilized person, and then you have
in
to
the
walk
suburbs.
over a sewer grate, or you have to walk over a manhole cover, or you have to walk over these large metal square sheets that cover the sewers, or electrical boxes, or anything.
Yeah.
And then you step on it, especially those square ones. You step on it and you feel it push in, and you're just like,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. I'm dead.
Like it's uneven and it kind of like clangs for a second.
Yeah,
You have like
you can feel yourself shift lower, and you're just like, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna go through this. This is it. This is my time. I'm over. It's ending. I'm done.
I think
Actually, I
the
don't even
thing
think
that
you'll die if you fell that far.
I don't know. I don't actually know what's underneath them. I've never seen them open. All I know is that for whatever reason, they're always not completely fitting into where they are.
Yeah.
They're like
No,
walking over sewer grates, walking over sewer drains, parking next to a storm drain. You know, where like a storm drain where it's like super tilted inwards so the water can go down. Like, and you park next to it, and your car's like tilted as fuck, and you know your car's gonna be fine because it's gravity. Gravity's gonna take care of it. But like you park next to it, and you're just like, it's so tilted. Like I can't even get out of this car, and it's just you're afraid of it falling in.
Are you just afraid of falling into a sewer, Jen?
No. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are there, man. I'll be fine.
You said. I mean, yeah. So are the alligators.
Yeah, I got the heroes down there, man. But no, it's not just like falling into sewers. It's like it's. I guess it's kind of just falling in general, isn't it? It's like because like in an elevator, I'm terrified of like the bottom falling off. And I've been in elevators where they're in construction and they would have they would have cardboard on the walls to cover them up and like big impact sheets on them. I'm just like, man, if I didn't have to go up to the top of this building, I would not be in this elevator.
Seriously, that sounds horrifying, actually. Like, you're in an unfinished elevator?
Yeah, it's fucking like... And then anytime the elevator jolts, because you know when it's starting up or when it's coming to a stop, it does the... And then I get that sudden feeling of, this is it, it broke, it snapped, I'm dead. My head's gonna hit the roof.
You really didn't do well with that one scene from the anime Another, did you?
Another?
With a girl. Yeah, have you ever watched that anime?
No.
It was a horror one, and at one point, this guy is on the cell phone with this nurse, right? And she's in an elevator, and when it reaches the top, the rope snaps, and he's listening over the phone because she hears her screaming, and he's like, calling out to her, like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And then she's screaming, she's falling in the elevator, and the elevator just crashes into the bottom of the shaft. And you could see her hand is like, you could just see like her fingers, and there's blood everywhere, and her hand's just crushed behind it. But all he's hearing is just the sounds of the metal settling around the shaft, because it doesn't destroy the phone, and he's still able to hear everything that's happening on the other side.
Yeah, it's because like, like there's so many incidences when an elevator has snapped and it's falling, you know exactly what's gonna happen. There's one of three things that happen. You're gonna die from impact when it hits the floor, or you're gonna die when you're falling, where your head just shoots up and your head will just snap.
Oh yeah,
well, they got air brakes,
also, yeah. That nowadays you can't actually die that way. They would stop.
I don't know, man.
Or you just jump at the last minute and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm afraid of palm trees falling on you. I'm afraid of. Dude,
what?
I live in California. I've seen what a palm tree does when it falls into a house.
Is that a thing? Is that a common thing?
You have to get palm trees cut at a certain point, dude. Like, they will just fall. Like, have you ever seen a spindly palm tree? Like, those things are fucking... Dude, a spindly, thin palm tree. Like, they're super old. They're like, the thinner they get is the older they are, I believe. And, like, ours is pretty thick, but, like, whenever the wind comes up, I can see it tilting. I can see it moving so far to the left or right. It's like, man, I really hope that falls the other way.
Oh my god, I actually did not know that was a thing. That they actually fell.
Dude, and also
commonly fell.
Palm tree leaves, if they hit the ground, they're just like boom. Like if that shit hit you, it would hurt like fuck.
Why did they keep that shit everywhere?
Because they're big.
That doesn't answer my question.
They're big and hard cut, and they cost a lot. They're like it's like $500 to cut off big ones, dude.
It costs you $500 to cut.
I'm in the wrong business.
Seriously, me too.
I need to sell my palm cutting tree skills.
You don't know how
I can cut this palm tree down.
To cut down a palm tree.
I know how hard it is to start a chainsaw, and it's not hard at all.
You can't cut it from the bottom.
I know how easy it is to get some money and just
you can't cut it from the bottom. Why not?
You can't cut it from the bottom. Everybody, if you live in a residential area, you have to cut it from the middle.
What? Why?
Because there's fucking power lines everywhere.
So cut it from the top. I'll just jump up anime style, go right down the center of it.
What? Cut in half?
Yeah.
Get a samurai sword. Yeah. Go from the top, get released, and go 1000///slashy attack, my final form, limit break, and then you land, and then all around you. No, you do the pose, and then you stick your two fingers up like a ninja, and when you do, it goes ching, and everything just drops at the same time around you.
Except not even like drops around you, like it drops you like in like perfect stacks around you.
Yeah, like little palm tree like things, and all the kids are like laughing and stuff, except for the one kid that got hit in the head, but you kind of just like push him away so he's not ever in shot, so no one ever sees.
What? What world are you living in?
There's gotta be some casualties. I'm literally make it rain palm tree. There's no way no one's gonna get hurt, and that kid was standing way too close. So I just be like, well, it's your fault, you idiot, and I'll just push him behind a fence and no one sees him.
Just as stupid as a cat that can't live as long as a human. Get out of here.
Stupid cat. Stupid cat clone. But there's drowning. There's being in deep ocean.
I feel
Generaldrowned.
Man, there's a lot of origin to that fucking backstory name. We'll never get to it.
I was gonna say like the deep ocean thing. I get like whenever I would go. I would always go over to like the Gulf of Mexico whenever the winter would come around, like in December, November, something like that. me and Megan would take a trip out to the Gulf of Mexico, and we would hang out there, like rent a hotel room that's like right there on the beach, and that's where I would go to whenever I'm writing, because it makes me so uncomfortable to be there that it usually gives me some good ideas to write for horror and stuff, because like the mist, it gets really foggy and really misty there on the edge of the beach. It gets really cold, and every time the waves kick up, you can see the seaweed in the waves, and it looks like this kind of shadowy tendril that goes over the goes up in the water. Because, like, mind you, I would never fucking go out there.
Dude, like, as someone who can't swim, just the idea of being pulled under is just like, man.
Yeah,
like,
I can't swim either, dude, so it's all good.
Why?
Yes. He lives in fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Spike, you're buying a pool.
Okay, the pool is like 2.5 feet.
He can stand in it, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why do you not? It's something I've found with like quite a few Americans that I've spoken to is quite a lot of them don't know how to swim. And I don't know if it's a running thing with like what people I know, or it's just because it's not mandatory. But like
Matt.
at least learn to.
Okay, Matt, have I told you my experience last time when I tried to be taught to swim? I will explain to you why I no longer care to try to learn.
Why?
Okay, so the last time when someone was trying to teach me how to swim, we were in a river.
Oh,
Why?
That's a mistake.
That sounds like
Immediately
the
is a
worst.
mistake. Mind you, it's like the
worst
water
idea.
wasn't that deep. It's about 3 feet deep. Okay, it's whatever. We were in a river. It wasn't flowing too hard or anything like that. You could see straight through. It was super clear. So I was trying to just basically get a hold of doggy paddling against like the really like simple current. And it was like, okay, yeah, it's going okay. I can keep myself kind of above as long as I would kind of touch the bottom and kick myself back up. I just trying to get the hang of it, right? So eventually the current, even though it's not that strong, slowly starts moving us down the river until it gets to a part where my feet can't touch the bottom anymore. The person who's teaching me how to swim kind of forgets that I can't swim, and eventually I can't touch the bottom to kind of kick myself back up towards the surface, and I just completely go under.
Jesus Christ.
I start
my
flailing in all
gosh.
directions because immediately as soon as I go under, I just start to panic, right? And I can't think about like which way goes up, which way goes down. I'm just trying to start moving my all limbs in all different directions, and kind of lose track of my own thoughts at this point. Next thing I know, I'm actually just grabbing a hold of a ladder at the edge of the water because she had gone down, pulled me back up, and then set me there. And I kind of like regained thought. Immediately when I realized what I was doing, I gripped a hold of it and I just climbed the hell out because I was like, I'm done. That's about where I feel like I'm comfortable at. I've learned everything I care to learn about this craft.
I've also absolutely drowned in a pool, like a normal ass pool.
Wait, what?
Like I've drowned, like I'm not died. Drowning doesn't imply dying.
You died?
Drowning doesn't imply dying. It does mean you pass out in the water.
Holy crap! Why?
Because I was a kid and no one was watching me.
Why is no one watching?
Also, Matt, I don't need to know how to swim. I'm already in America.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm sure there's river.
Get it?
That doesn't mean there's rivers to crash into with your car.
You don't have to swim across the ocean.
Just learn the bare minimum to survive is like the number one rule in life.
Look,
yeah, just
all
learn
right.
enough to not drown. That's
Look.
like once you get there, then
I'll just walk
everything
at
else is a luxury.
I'll just walk at the bottom. I'll be fine.
Just make friends with the mermaids. They'll save me.
Yeah, dude. We talked about this. Just make a waifu. That's it.
Make a waifu?
Yeah.
Mermaid waifu.
It's like you haven't actually told us about your food. You kind of.
I told you about my fear. That's it, right there.
That's it.
Drowning. Yeah, the water is a general thing. I can't go into the water at all. Like I mean, I can't go into the water. Should I say? I just can't go into water where it's so deep that I can't see the bottom of it. I just get so uncomfortable. I can't deal with it whatsoever. And I mean that happened like ever since I was a kid. Actually, it's part of why I never learned how to swim, and that's the reason why I don't do it today. I mean, I use it to my advantage when it comes down to writing and stuff, because then I can actually make myself go to a space where I'm really uncomfortable about it. But I mean, there was a thing I had written into one of the episodes on my channel for like the third part to like the No End House series, where there's a guy who has to go scuba diving, and when he goes scuba diving in this pool, it like turns out to be much deeper than he originally thought. He moves on to like this next area. Like, it's in this haunted house, right? So it's weird shit happens. But he goes deeper and deeper down until he can't actually see the surface anymore. And when it's so dark that that all he can see is just like this window where he needs to go to at the bottom, he starts feeling things moving around him in the water. but he can't see them because it's too dark around him. So he just starts feeling like these wet things or smooth things touching his skin, gripping a hold of him in places and then letting him go. And like, in all honesty, that's the shit I'm terrified of. I can't deal with that kind of shit in my life.
No, I feel you, dude. I absolutely understand. Matt,
Yeah?
fuck you.
Why?
Mr. I'm not...
Matt, your simple fear. Oh, I just afraid I'm gonna die.
I don't think I've got like a proper phobia fear thing.
Matt,
I mean, like, spiders freak me out, but I still catch them and throw them outside.
Matt, you're a coward. Why aren't you afraid?
I can swim. I'm reasonably good with heights. I don't know.
You're afraid of
You
horses,
gotta have
Matt?
one of those weird phobias, like you have that fear that somewhere there's a duck that's just watching you.
Oh, right. I forgot to talk about my weird fears, too. I'm afraid of fucking porcelain dolls and baby dolls. Like,
Dude, that's totally common.
Dude, okay, the reason I'm like terrified of baby dolls is my niece had one that was like it had a plastic head and like a soft body. Also, why do kids get fucking baby dolls when they're young? Freaky. Also, anyways, so like I would constantly have fucking nightmares about that. And then we eventually, like, she grew up, we put it in the fucking garage, and every now and then I would see it and I was just like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. And like always out of the corner of my eye I would think, did its head just no. And then I would just leave. I would just bolt the fuck out.
Really?
You know what I'm going to say to that?
What?
You know, every time you thought the head turned, it actually did.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it's long gone.
I was
Is
gonna
it gone
say
now?
you would have
Or is
hated
it just
my,
following you?
You would have hated my brother's place. His ex-wife, she used to keep porcelain dolls. She used to collect them, and he had a room in his house that they just referred to as the doll room. That was the guest room. So whenever I stayed with them, I would have to sleep in the doll room.
That sounds horrid.
I mean, I didn't care. I don't have a fear of these things. However, every time that I stayed there, I would consistently be thinking like, oh man, I'm really thankful that I'm not afraid of these things. It's like that kind of asshole that decides to have a clown room, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not
Like,
afraid of
we
clowns.
Are you not? Really?
No, clowns don't bother me.
I just imagine, like, you know, there is somebody out there who just keeps clowns throughout his entire house.
Yeah, that's
What, like
someone out
live
there.
clowns?
Yeah, he just
like,
keeps them chained up.
That'll teach
Children's
you.
party, like, performers. Oh, you did a really good performance. Now come to the room where you're going to get paid. Locks them in.
Yes.
This isn't a fear, but it's more of a I'm paranoid. You guys ever just get the feeling wherever you are, and don't fucking make the of course no. Did you ever get the feeling when you're sitting around, like if when you were in school, you would just feel someone watching you, and then you would turn, you would see someone looking at you, and you guys would meet eyes, and you both look away, and you'd be like, was I staring at them or were they staring at me?
Wait,
Yes, I know that exact feeling.
Like for real, like that happens a lot to me. Like where I would
think it's just a human thing. Like you can just not sense, but like you know when someone's looking at you.
And then you both meet eyes at the exact same time. The
So you
parallel
just turn,
synchronized
it's like-
randomness.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
is like because like I've talked about it. Like they've done a study about data actually does weigh, and it's like a very tiny bit because they weighed a empty hard drive with a full hard drive, and it had to have a difference in weight. Do you think like vision or like light bouncing from your eyes to another person's body actually has like weight or like something?
I mean, like if it's in the corner of your eye, I want to say there's probably something of being able to see it and track it. You know, like noticing when someone looks at you. But when it's behind you, there's no explanation. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
understand
like
why that happens.
I feel it and I know they're there. I can see them. Like I can. There's someone looking at me, and you just look around until you see it.
I have it when I'm looking at someone too. I'm staring at the back of their head and they just turn. But they don't turn like in a weird, like just random. It's almost like they just lock onto me. And I'm like, oh no, how did they know that I was staring at the weird back of the head?
That's a really shitty thing too, because like I do a lot of thinking when I'm bored, and I just stare off into the distance, and then sometimes people move into that view, and I don't know they're there, and then they're like, they look at me and like, uh-oh, they think I'm staring at them. Oh no.
Okay.
How long have I been staring at them?
I think I've got an irrational fear.
When?
Okay. You know in the movies when there's like a sniper aiming at the main protagonist, but they don't know, but you know, and you're like, oh crap, there's a sniper, and you see the laser through the window.
Yeah.
I'm scared of a random sniper just looking at me through a random window.
So Matt, you're afraid of dying?
Yeah. I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of death. Death is coming for us all. You gotta choose to fear it or not. I choose fear. I'm at peace with this decision.
Oh, like now it's just. And also, I'm also paranoid about eating out. Like, I don't like people seeing me.
You mean like sex, Drew? Oh, gotcha.
No, what? I'm fine with her looking down.
Oh, what?
We can end the podcast now.
On that note,
Thank you guys for listening to the Dungeon Runners podcast.
Wait. There's one big news we have to talk about.
Yes?
SGDQ starts this weekend.
Oh, does it really?
Yes.
Okay, well, actually, that's when this episode goes live. So if you guys have not checked out Games Done Quick, please do so, because it's going on right now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be all we talk about next week.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
It's on. It's a live stream on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. We're not sponsored by them, but maybe one day.
You know what? I don't care if
charity.
we're sponsored by them or not. Yeah, it's to fight
charity.
cancer. It's to fight cancer, so we support them.
It's not always to fight cancer. You know that, right?
Okay, look, cancer's not going to win.
It's Borders
Cancer.
Beyond Doctors now, isn't it?
It's Doctors Without Borders.
Beyond
That's right. Yeah, this one is Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah.
Well, it still fights cancer. It's cancer that's beyond borders. So doctors, cancer.
So I can wrap it up.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for listening to the Dungeon Runners Podcast. Follow the Dungeon Runners Podcast on YouTube, SoundCloud, and make sure to watch each recording of the Dungeon Runners Podcast live on twitch.tv/Dungeon Runners every Tuesday night, as well as you can now get Dungeon Runners Podcast on iTunes and on Google Play.
As well, you can send us your emails and hypotheticals and questions and what have you at dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com. And that's dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com.
Have a good night, guys, or day, or whatever you just so happen to be listening to this on.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Have a good life.
Have a good life. Stay safe.
Fear life.
Fear death.
Fear everything.
Just be afraid.
Stay afraid, folks. Stay afraid.
Stay woke.
Bye.